Here we go. So I kind of pieced together a couple of related things here that I thought would help folks, especially with pulling up product to enter on a sales order, because in Eclipse there are a number of ways that you can do that. And then along with that, I'll throw in a couple of other kind of tips, settings you can do in Solar Eclipse that I think are helpful, but try it out for yourself and you decide. First up, this came out maybe one or two releases ago, one or two upgrades ago with Solar Eclipse. It could have been a little longer, but this information panel over on the right, I think is really cool. There is a similar option to show the products on each line item. I'll show you how to do both. I like this panel better because it has more information. But anyhow, it's from the view menu up at the top of the sales order screen. So again, I see a lot of folks do this show product image on line items, which is fine. I think it takes up a lot of space, and it's really just like a thumbnail, like a smaller picture. But that's okay. I'm gonna hide that. But for the panel, it's same thing, view, but then information pane, expand. And you just do this one time, and then when you want this panel open or closed, you just click the triangle, similar to how we do with the order summary panel over on the left. I like to just have it open because it shows a nice larger picture of the product. And I chose this example specifically because it shows that this is a flyer item. It has the reminders there. And then in a moment, I'll show you why seeing the price line might be useful. All of our products are grouped together in price lines, and the price line lines up with the vendor. So you could go on to Gen and go into the vendor roster and see who 707 is. But for my purpose, I just want to show you that, okay, this product, I can see what the price line is there. So let me show you this. Actually, I was in Broomall yesterday, and I was trying to help one of the guys bring up pipe insulation. And so that's why I'm going to use this as an example. And so what Scott noticed was, for whatever reason, our product descriptions for actually for Flex Duct, when you're searching for the product, he was searching for 6-inch Flex Duct, it's not showing you the full description there. It's only showing you like the first part of it. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't change this screen. This screen is hard coded. You can't just click and drag this column wider. I agree, it kind of stinks. But he was saying, look, when you scroll down here, you can't see what the size is. You can't see what the R value is. So I said, all right, fair enough. So I said, put on a oops, sorry. Let me choose one of these. Come on. That was weird. So I said, you can do what's called a price line search. Put on a similar product, and then, come over here, see that it's 756 in this example. Then you just enter 1/756 or whatever the price line is. And it brings up this window where it's a lot more functional. This is showing me all the product that is in that price line. And it's just a lot easier to look at from here. Like anywhere in Eclipse, you can click and drag columns. I like to do this, move the available over there. And then from here, if I, and you can page down, if I find my product, I can just enter the quantity here. He wants 5 of those and 2 of those. And then when I close out of the window, it'll pull those products into my sales order. You're not going to use this all the time throughout the day, but again, this is, I think, a good tool when you're searching for the product and you're close, but you can't quite find it. So another tool in your toolbox there. Okay. Another tool in sales order entry that I think folks tend to forget about, again, probably because you're not using it all the time, but I think it's really good, and that is the reorder pad. So I'm clicked just on a blank line. You probably have it on your toolbar. I think almost everyone does. Reorder pad. And this is going to show for the customer, in this case, Divine Brothers, here's all of the product they've purchased recently. And I think it does maybe last 100, 150 products, something like that. And the one kind of quirk with this is I wish it would have a better default sort, but it's easy enough to change. Here's what I mean. If you click Options, Sort, I like to see either descending last date or hits. Descending last date is going to put the stuff that they purchased most recently up at the top of my list. I guess the customer I chose, I guess, isn't shopping with us every day because we see some April and March stuff. But anyhow, here again, I can expand the column and say, oh yeah, he wants another one of these belts that he bought in April. Great. Enter the quantity there, and another one of these thermostats. So again, similar to the Priceline search, I'm not using this all the time, but I'm using this when I'm having a little trouble finding the product, or he says, I know I bought this from you last month. Okay, let's check that out. Again, you enter the quantities, close out of the screen, and it'll add it to your sales order. Similar, but a little different. And I don't use this one as much as the reorder pad, but I wanted to show you. Customer inventory history ledger. If you don't have it as a button on your toolbar, then I think it's off of inquiries. Customer inventory history. This similar to the reorder pad, but a little different. This is showing sales order by sales order, what they've bought. So the thing is that with this screen, you can't enter the quantities. So I guess this would be more like a research tool where the customer is saying, can you tell me, what did I buy the other day when I was in there? So that's pretty much it. I guess it's mostly a research screen, but it does show you sales order by sales order, what they bought. Oh, shoot. I wanted to show you something there. Something else. Let me go back into that customer inventory history. Actually, I'm going to go back to the reorder pad. All right. On a lot of screens in Eclipse, you have this selection menu you can go into so that you can filter. So, and you can do it in the reorder pad here too. So if I click selection, select criteria, let's do mini split. So this is going to look through all the orders, all the products in the reorder pad, and it's going to search for mini split. There we go. So now here's the mini splits that they've bought, I'll say in recent history. And you could do that selection Also on the inventory history ledger and in some other screens in Eclipse. Okay. So I've added a lot of products to this order, and it's getting pretty large. Something else, kind of a tip in Eclipse, is this expanded view in the lower right. The choices are expanded or synopsis. When you click synopsis, which is useful for a larger order, it's just showing you the first line. Brad, can you hit mute? Okay, thanks. So synopsis view is just showing you the first line of the product description, versus if you click it again, expanded shows you the full product description, which sometimes could be up to three or four lines. Okay, substitutes and related products. I wanted to do this one. So if you enter a product and you don't have it to sell, then this window will pop up automatically, but you can go into it. Anytime you have a product and it says related items down here, then this is something else you probably have on your toolbar. Make this a little bit bigger. Mine's all the way over to the right. So I'm clicked on the product, substitutes related items, and it brings up this window saying for this condensate pump, pretend I didn't have it, or I just wanted to give the customer some other options. It's bringing up two related condensate pumps. I don't know my pumps real well, but I imagine maybe one of these is more powerful. Maybe one has a cord, one doesn't, but it's bringing up similar products. And if I wanted to use one of these on the order, I just click it in the substitute, save and exit. So I chose the B81120, and it's going to replace what I had on my order with this product. There you go. And it actually does a comment, substituted for B81119. So again, if there is a related product, it'll have that message there at the bottom, related items, and then on your toolbar, you click the substitute / related item. Let me scoot this over. Okay, the last trick I wanted to show you is how to see the buyer for a product. And what did I choose here? The B62. B62. Usually I have these examples in here for a reason. There we go. So let's say I was running low on this product. I needed to get this product, find out something about this product. In our company, each branch has like a main buyer assigned to the branch who takes care of like the core purchases. But then for certain product lines, we have specialists. Like you might have one person who only buys, copper tubing and PVC pipe, or certain people buy certain equipment lines. So anyhow, I'm clicked on this product and I want to know who the buyer is. You can add this to your toolbar. If not, if you don't have it, click maintenance and then byline maintenance. And this will show for your home branch. It'll be like highlighted or selected here. It'll show you who the buyer is. And this is Lisa Roy. So then I could reach out to Lisa if I had a question about getting this product. So again, you're just clicked on the product, and then you can add it to your toolbar or maintenance, byline maintenance. This is a good example because here you can see, well, this is for the corp buys, but anyhow, you can see that the buyer is different branch by branch. So for Broomall, it's Katie, apparently. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the ability to unmute yourselves. Okay, you should be able to unmute. So, anything new here for anybody?
It was a good refresher.
Yeah. Thank you. Like I said,
I wasn't aware of the buyer, so that was a good tip. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that actually, I forget how that one kind of bubbled up, and then, like I said, I figured out it was really. I think someone must have come to me and said, "I have to go through all of these steps to find this," and I just started playing around. I was like, "No, not really. It's just, it's just like product maintenance, byline maintenance."
Good stuff.
Okay. Well, as always, if you folks have ideas for me to present on, please give them to me. At this point, I've been doing these webinars better part of a year, so I will be recycling topics. Like this one I kind of did as part of a webinar maybe last summer or something. So I will start putting some of these webinars on kind of a rotation because we're always getting new employees and just as a refresher. And I like to kind of mix it up with doing some things that are, you know, very focused for CSRs or anybody entering sales. But then I think my last couple of webinars were more like warehouse focused, like on replenishment, for example. So really anything that would benefit your team at, you know, working in the showroom or in the warehouse, let me know.